Welcome everyone, this is Yvonne Davis and I am doing the end of week 7 check-in. So this will just be a very brief video for my check-in. For those of you who may not be familiar with me or this program, this is Unleash Your Creativity, a blending of The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron and Nonviolent Communication by Marshall Rosenberg. So I will start with my NVC check-in, talking about feelings and needs, and that's what we do in NVC. We learn vocabulary of feelings and needs, and we learn how to express those, both within ourselves to connect with our feelings and needs, and be able to express them with other people. So this week was pretty rough. I would say it was the hardest one since I began this program, and I noticed. Since week 7 talks about risks, I really looked closely at things that felt risky to me and what I was willing to do or not willing to do and why, what was blocking me mostly, like if I had some fear or anxiety. So those were some feelings that came up, some things that maybe brought up fear and anxiety. So that was really alive because I was bringing more awareness to things that feel risky and feelings that come up when I bump up against the barrier of what I feel comfortable with. And also this week was difficult because I felt I just have been pushing myself so hard that I think I reached a limit. I think that can be a good thing, even though it's really tough. It's like we don't know what our limits are until we reach them. And I felt like I really did reach my limits this week. And Sunday I just collapsed from exhaustion and decided I needed to take the whole day off and focus on self-care. So I would say up to that point, I felt pretty overwhelmed and really tired. So I decided it was time for some self-care. And also, there were some moments of anger this past week. But anger is good too, because basically what came to my awareness is that there is a dynamic that goes on in one of the most important relationships in my life that I don't enjoy. And I have really never enjoyed it. And I finally had the capacity to understand deep down inside what I was feeling and what I was needing and what I wanted to ask of this person. So the feeling that came up was a lot of anger, and the needs that I was trying to meet were for responsibility. There were just certain behaviors that I don't feel, I don't want them in my life, and I decided I really needed to make clear to this person that this is not something that I want in my life, and ask them to please refrain from doing the things that they're doing or behave differently. And since in NVC we learn to make requests in a positive way, I was challenged to find the language to ask this person for certain behaviors and ways of communicating that would feel more life affirming to me. So that was really challenging, and I know I wouldn't have had the courage to ask for what I was needing if I hadn't felt that anger. The anger gave me a lot of energy, so that can be good too. So anyway, the nice thing about the self-connection, and this past week just happened to be about recovering a sense of connection. So we really worked a lot on self-connection, and that's what NVC is all about as well. And that's what these check-ins are about. It's about really connecting with the self. So after I did all that, then I felt much more calm and relaxed and content. So I'm in a much more peaceful and relaxed place now. And I also wanted to share some needs that were met this week, especially doing the artist's way. Needs for creativity, self-expression, authenticity, learning and growth, to be seen for who I am, fun and play. And because of the fact, like I said, that I had really been pushing myself and realized that I had reached my limit, I thought about another need that I have, which is a need for efficiency. So that's something I'm going to be focusing on a lot this coming week. So I will just say one more thing. I've been doing a list of goals set and met every week, and I keep them on a page on my website called Work in Progress. So I'll have a link in the description box below. And I will just read really quickly. Goals set and met for week 7. I read week 7 in the Artist's Way, Recovering a Sense of Connection. I recorded 7 videos for Unleash Your Creativity. Finished all my homework for my MFA program this week. Did my journaling every day for 7 days. And got all the bills paid. That always feels good. I did a new blog post for my website called A Science Fiction Teacher, because we're studying science fiction in my MFA program. It's in creative writing. So I was just thinking about, how the interesting thing about science fiction is, and the whole idea of art mimicking life, or life mimicking art, and how we can see that so much in science fiction. And one more thing that I'm excited about is I have been doing more videos to build my YouTube channel, and I've started doing a series of political tarot astrology videos. And so I did a new one about Donald Trump and his karma with women. So if that's a topic that interests you, then you may want to check that out. So thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for subscribing to this channel. Thank you for clicking like. Thank you for sharing on your social media and with your friends and family. And be sure to ring the bell for notifications of new videos. And if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to put them in the comment boxes below. And I so appreciate you joining me for this program. And I look forward to seeing you again. Starting tomorrow, we will begin week 8. So I will see you then.